Don't try to sneak into your room like that. I know what you've got behind your back. Records. More new records.
Okay, so you are?
Terry Gesualdo with Dolce Audio.
Okay, and you are located, you're in California?
Yes, Wine Country, California, Sonoma County, Santa Rosa, California.
And you're close to who? Nelson Pass?
Nelson Pass, yeah, he lives about 40 minutes from me in Sea Ranch.
What good does that do you?
Nothing. Does me no good.
Okay, but you do. Okay, so now show me what you're doing here.
All right, so these are current drive single-ended pentode amplifiers. This is a device right here that allows us to use an integrated amplifier as a preamplifier. And then these over here are our mono blocks, and they're all current drive, which means they prioritize distortion over frequency response, where most amps prioritize frequency response over distortion.
So you're going for lowest distortion, and you're less worried about frequency response?
Well, we're trying to tailor the distortion too, but we don't want the speaker reacting with the amplifier to create distortions.
Okay, and what tubes are you using in there?
Those are 6Y6 tubes with a Russian 6N6P.
Oh, I may have a bunch of those tubes, believe it or not.
Yeah, they're nice tubes. I cryo-treat these. I love them cryo-treated.
Okay. All right, and then you have an amplifier on each side, and you told me this is a super efficient speaker?
Yeah, each speaker is 103 dB watt meter sensitive, and that's based upon the woofer combination down here. We're slot loading the woofers, and so that increases their sensitivity.
And whose woofers are they?
Those are my woofers. I have those made for me
Really?
for my specifications for slot loading.
Oh.
So they'll work in open baffle speakers, not slot loaded, but they won't dig as deep as these do.
Oh, I see.
Slot loaded.
And this is your...
This was kind of inspired by the JBL horn lens.
Sure.
And so, but what we did was we separated the two parts of it so that you can pull them apart or you can bring them closer and you can manipulate that wavefront that comes out of there, because this is a labyrinth lens. It takes longer for the sound to travel through all those louvers to be stretched out and become a near hemispherical wavefront.
And you 3D print these?
Yes, I 3D
louvers?
print all these louvers, and I do this horn back here. I 3D print it. And then this right here is the 360-degree dispersion. We call it the bagel horn, but this is a radial horn, and it has two horn curves on it. It has a exponential in here, and I want that so that I can get them closer together or further apart and affect the EQ of the horn on the driver. And then we have a Fibonacci curve on the outside so that it radiates how we want it.
Oh, that's a lot of thinking went into that.
Yeah, it's a little planning.
And whose
error.
compression driver is that?
So this comes from Eminence. This is an ASD 1001 compression driver, and I take their voice coil and diaphragm out and put my voice coil and diaphragm in. And I like extremely high compliance diaphragms.
And how do you design and build the diaphragm?
Well,
3D printed also?
No, it's not 3D printed. So I have those made for me by a company, and they make them for me per my instructions. Unfortunately, they can't wind silver wire like I want on them, but I do cryo-treat those as well, and that relieves some of the stresses and evens those out.
Okay, and then there's an open baffle in the back,
Right.
and the cabinet's made out of...
The crossover is two capacitors.
Very complicated,
and
okay.
a notepad, yeah. It's the most complicated crossover.
Oh. Okay, well, there's only one thing left to do, and that's to play the CD that I'm intimately familiar with.
Oh, very good.
So you should play track 2.
All right.
Okay.
I've known Rufus
Stir it away.
for very long time. Very, very long time. And I said, whoops,
Track
who's
3,
the
you
new
said?
cat?
I like what I hear
Something
already.
that really needs to be heard.
Okay, so those amplifiers, the full set, is $7,000.
That's with the preamp?
With the preamp, everything. You see right there is
How many inputs
$7,000.
does it do?
3 inputs.
Okay.
3
All
inputs.
RCA?
All RCA single-ended.
Okay.
Right? Now, the speakers are DIY. So I sell only the components that you see here, the 3D prints, the drivers, and all of that.
So you gotta build your own box.
Yes. Well, there's no box because it's open back.
Yeah.
So there's various ways. I give you the plans on my website, and so you build them however expensive or however cheap you want. You could use construction grade plywood if you wanted. It doesn't matter.
And how loud can they play?
Oh, they'll go well above 100 dB. They'll get, well, they're horns, so they can get really loud.
In a big room, you can do a pretty big room.
Oh yes, these love bigger rooms.
Oh, okay.
This is barely big enough, this room here, but it seems like it's playing really well in this smaller
These are
room.
15s?
Those are 18-inch drivers.
18s.
And
And
this
is that a
your
ground
company
block?
is Dolce.
La Dolce Audio.
The sweet audio.
Yes.
Very Italian name.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, I'm Italian.
Italian, that's good.
My last name's Gesualdo, so
I wish I was Italian, but I'm not. So I like to do that talking like I am Italian, and sometimes I can get away with it until they punch me in the mouth.
okay. So all these drivers and all these parts for the pair of speakers comes to $3,828 before
Per
tax and
speaker?
shipping. For both, all of it, for both speakers.
3,800
Yes, yes.
per pair?
Yeah. No, no, no.
Sound better
Yeah.
than the $150,000 I just listened to.
Well, I'm sorry for that guy.
Get a good woodworker to build a cabinet.
Right, so we
And a carpenter,
estimated-
Get Jesus to do it for you. He'll come out and do it for you.
Yeah, Jesus, he was a him and his dad.
So we took my plans to a carpentry shop, right, cabinet maker,
Yeah.
and we asked him for a price on it, and he said $3,000. So you're $4,000 for the parts, $3,000 for this exact,
That's
Made out of the
for
exact-
both, speaking for both.
for both.
So $7,000.
Right.
Because in New Jersey, that would cost you twice as much. Because they
Well,
would say-
explain, is that a ground block or is that just speaker cables? Is that a crossover?
That's my crossover. It
That's
has
your crossover.
has two capacitors in there and
Okay.
an L pad for the.
And
For
that's
the
an extra cable, extra box they have to build for you too, for that.
Yeah, if you want to, or you could just screw the parts
Is
into
it
the back.
considered a three-way?
Yes, it's considered a three-way.
Okay, because you got
All right, well, that was excellent, Terry. That was,
good description.
how many of
Last
these, have you
night-
sold many of these yet?
I'm just getting started
You're just
on
getting
these,
started,
but
okay.
I have a medium-sized baffle with a coaxial
Yeah.
driver that basically originated with Hawthorne Audio, and that coaxial one, the parts for that is $1,500,
Wow.
and then you build your
This
own
is,
baffle.
this has sounded wonderful. I mean, that CD.
I want to
would-
shake your
would-
hand because this is wonderful.
Well, thank you.
Okay, but you know what? I want my CD back, okay?
You sure?
No, you can have, you can have it.
I can?
Yeah, you can have it.
Well, thank you.
I can't imagine you could demo with a better
I couldn't
thing
believe
than
it.
that CD.
Well, you recorded it?
That's, no, I didn't record it, but I released it.
These speakers are from Basel Acoustics. These are the V01 concept, and they're designed by Boenke to meet a certain price point, but also to maintain the sort of organic, lush, but still detailed sound that his main line is known for.
How much do these cost?
1908.
19,000?
800, exactly. And they are fully suspended. And by that I mean not only the cabinets are suspended, right? But the drivers are all suspended as well. So the cabinets sort of float, as does all of this. And they have a rear firing tweeter, right? He just has this incredible knack for creating a sound that is approachable or accessible to almost any kind of music you can think of. You know, they're not for your garden variety metalhead,
Right.
but just about anything else.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, electronica, Americana, 50s, 60s jazz, whatever we throw at it.
Yeah, it sounds really good from here.
Yeah, it's delightful.
And what's the electronics?
These are the SPL from Germany, and they're the sort of high value manufacturer came out of studio recording equipment
Yes.
and such, and has only recently branched out into consumer audio, and is purposely trying to hit a very sweet price point. The amp is a SPL Performer S900, and it retails for $4,700. I'm sorry,
47,000.
No, 5,500. 5,500 for the amp. The Director Mark II preamp is 4,700 and includes a DAC. It actually includes a DAC.
So
and the phono stages by SPL as well, and they run 2,500.
All right, now the Prono stage is which one? The second one down?
right.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And down there is the amp,
Yep.
and that's the preamp with the meter, sexy meters in it.
Yeah, very sexy meter.
All right, cool.
The turntable is let's see. I'm sorry, here we go. It's coming to me. Turntable. I should know this. This is new for us too.
Yeah.
So I might have to take my glasses
I've seen this guy in at the Munich show for years, and I'm wondering when someone's going to bring this in because I think it's a really cool design.
Well, we're very proud to do it.
Yeah.
It's the Luphonic
Yeah.
H2, and the unique aspect of the manufacturer is that the black layer is neoprene, like wetsuit material.
Right.
But the white material for the plinth
Yeah.
and the platter is actually corian.
Oh,
the
that's
stuff
hard.
they make countertops out of.
right.
But it's really dense and inert and wonderful.
Yeah.
We have the big brother down the hall with more layers
On this floor, I'll have to go
yeah,
look at that.
this lovely inverted Oreo turntable.
All right.
At a price point of just under $5,000, it's $49.95.
With
it
the arm,
includes
with
the
the arm.
tone arm.
Yeah.
With the arm.
Cool.
Which is, and we were playing on it earlier, and it's really a lot of fun.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving. I appreciate you knowing what you're doing in the room and telling me about it. It makes my
Well,
life a
no,
lot
I'm
easier.
faking it entirely. I'm making all of this stuff up. No, I'm
Shoot.
kidding. No. I am Will Zachman from
Okay,
Alma
Will.
Audio
Okay,
in
Will.
Sterling, Virginia. And
Okay.
we really appreciate your coming in.
Okay,
No doubt.
you got it.
From the
You got it. Thanks for showing me through this. So we're in Philip O'Hanlon's room on a higher note.
Yes, and we recently started importing the Luphonic turntables
From Germany.
from Germany.
And he's been showing them in Munich for 4 or 5 years at least.
Correct.
And I always wondered why no one's picked them up in America, and now you have.
Correct. So this is the top of the line turntable with a 12-inch arm, carbon fiber arm wand. The neat thing here is the materials are very carefully chosen. We've got here corian,
Right.
which is a solid surface material. Think of it as a man-made stone.
Yeah.
Then we've got neoprene underneath.
Right.
We've got the tone arm mounted up here. And on the bottom corian layer, we have the motor mounted. And then we have anti-resonance vibration control material here in the neoprene, 2 layers of it, as well as the stone itself is very good at eliminating that resonance.
Yep.
Now, the coolest thing of the whole lot is actually here. Voila. I've now stopped the turntable.
Oh.
If I want to turn the turntable back on and I'm not sure where to put it there, if this is magnetic. So look, if I just bring it here, it shows me where to put it.
Oh. I'll tell you where to put it. Okay.
That's very kind of you. Now, if I get it wrong, it shows me, look, I just need to bring it a little bit more.
Okay. And then you have it blinks, and you have oh, there you go. What is
And
it?
that's the software. That's just showing me what the rev of the software
Oh, okay.
is. And then if I turn it over,
You get 45?
you get 45.
Oh, that's cool. And it blinks, and you have an epileptic fit.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool. And this music sounds better that way.
It does.
All right.
It does.
And this turntable costs how much?
8,500.
8,500. It's a very neat looking turntable. And is it a belt drive under there?
A belt drive.
Belt drive.
A belt drive.
Okay.
And that's actually a corian platter as well.
Oh, okay. So it's got a nice hard surface. And are you using a mat on there?
And yes, we have from Luphonic, we have their, yeah, it's easier. This is a silicone mat.
I see. Makes sense.
Yeah, and the platter is available in black or white.
I see. Now, what if you lose that thing?
You basically call me up and call me or your dealer, and we basically overnight one.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that. You don't want
no.
it to fall in between your couch and disappear. You
Correct.
don't want that.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. That's it. Okay. How's it sounding in here? Good?
It is actually. It is.
Good.
Would you like to? Have you got 2 minutes to listen to it?
On a record I brought, you can play.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It's very
Admit it, you want one of these if you had tapes, don't you? You want one.
So the guy who designed this, he came up with the design years ago, but nobody wanted to build it. He designed all kinds of other tube equipment for other European manufacturers. And so when he retired from that, he got the money and he decided to build his own stuff. And so this is the result of it. So this is the 250. There's monoblocks of this that's now 500 watts, right? Then there's a 150 watt stereo amp that you can use either a 2A3 or a 300B, and you don't have to do anything, you just change the tubes. Right, you press a button.
Oh, okay.
That's all you do. You just press a button. And then there's the 100.
I have both. Yeah,
right, so do I.
Yeah.
And then the 100, the Model 100 is a 2A3 amp that's 100 watts. And that's the one I use the most.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I think
So I use single plate 2A3s in it, and it sounds incredible.
I think there are transistors in the power supply.
Yeah, of course. And then the preamp is actually, I think, even more special because I use the preamp with so many other different amplifiers. It always brings the best out of anything it's actually partnered with. So the preamp is running purely on battery. So that's a battery power supply that's always on, right? And so besides, it's also filtering, obviously, because of the battery, all the AC. But inside of there, no transformers once again. It's just two giant capacitors. They're probably about 3 inches in diameter and probably a good 8 inches long. There's two of those and two 6H30s and a very small circuit board, and that's it.
And how many inputs does it handle? 32.
No. It has 5 inputs. The input number 1 is just a straight input. The other 4 inputs
Are gay.
No. The other 4 inputs, you can change the gain 3 different positions. So you can match, so if you've got a tape machine, you got streamers, you got whatever. So you can have the same level for everything. And so when you turn the attenuator or the input selector, each input has a different color. So they're actually running input 1 right now. And in the back, it lights up and tells you, so you know which toggle switch to use. It's also single-ended or balanced, 2 outputs for each.
Is it true balanced or is it just...
No, it's not true
I was
balanced.
going to say, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, you certainly have the room dialed in.
Oh, yeah.
It really is.
It's very calming, too. It's
And you wouldn't think. You would think you'd be getting your head ripped off.
Yeah.
Right?
So are these Zeiler speakers new?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was making just electronics
Yeah,
before.
so here's the preamp with the built-in phono. I'm running all SPUs. I brought my SPU collection. This is a Ortofon step-up transformer they made only for SPUs. And I think it was the Japanese market only product. And then this is the amplifier, 10-watt single-ended amplifier. So the speakers are, it's a coaxial driver made by BMS in Germany. It's a pro driver. And then the actual speaker itself, the box is actually pine. It's real boards, laminated together, glued all up. It's all open inside, braced, but very lightly. And so the box moves sympathetically with the music, right? Just like a musical
It goes
instrument.
against all my principles.
Exactly, exactly.
Every one of them.
And then in the bottom, there's a little door that you can open or close to relieve the pressure of the box, depending on your room, how much bass you want, whatever. And so the speaker's blown me away. This is the Torqueo T34 exclusive, Ardesius it's called, and we're using a glance tone arm. Like I said, we're using SPUs. This is a Silvermeister Mark I, which I preferred over the 2. And that down there, the silver box, is the motor controller and power supply for the turntable.
And where's the turntable made?
Italy.
Is this a direct drive turntable?
It's a idler wheel.
Idler wheel, okay.
Yeah. And
what does that cost?
the table with the motor controller is about $35,000.
Right, and without the motor control, you can't really drive the motor, right?
Yeah, they have a simpler one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but this is this is called the Control OX, and this is a new version of it, which is the same as their most sophisticated controller in a metal box instead of the big fancy wooden box. Yeah, so it's also a little cheaper.
Less expensive. Don't say cheaper.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Okay.
That's a good point.
So this is 45.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can't go wrong in this room. You got the Reid C3 and one of their arms, and you have Stenheim speakers, so it must sound pretty good in here.
If I may say.
You may say.
Might be biased.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
You want to sit down, Michael?
Yeah, I'll sit in the back row. That's fine.
So, Rider Spring, the
Oh, cool.
Dolce
Yeah.
Gramophone original Source series.
Awesome.
Those are great.
I do.
My website made that series successful. That's the truth of the matter. Absolutely. And they will,
Absolute truth. The man speaks the
they
truth.
will tell you that at Deutsche Grammophon.
Oh,
Will they
yeah.
support my website with advertising? No, they will not. It's so annoying. You have no idea.
The Germans.
So these are YG Summit loudspeakers.
YG Summit loudspeakers for $29,000 a pair, and the Burmester 232 integrated amp, which is $25,000, and then you can add the DAC streamer module for another $10,000, and you can add the phono module for another $5,000. So it could be anywhere between $25,000 and $40,000 depending how it's configured.
And how much power output does that have?
160 watts channel.
Oh, and so it's integrated with everything.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. How old is this? New? Is this a new model?
This came out last spring.
Okay. All right.
So-
And that's it.
Yes.
Sounds good in here. And
And then Audio Quest cables.
Okay.
So integrated amp, pair of speakers, pair of cables, one power cord, you're done.
And what are those?
Those are YG Acoustics absorbers.
Sounds good in here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I got to keep moving because there's so much to see. This show's big.
There always is.
So SOTA Escape.
SOTA Escape.
Yes.
And so you've taken a particular SOTA model and you've broken it down into parts, and then you've added this guy's
Speed controller.
Speed controller.
Well, it's SOTA. It's
Yeah.
self SOTA.
You bought that from the guy who?
From Kristen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago did you do that?
I don't know, 6 months ago?
So it was a good product, and he never really promoted it, right?
Well, he's getting there.
Yeah, but you're doing it now.
You know his main business?
No.
mouthpieces. He makes about 45% of the mouthpieces for brass instruments worldwide.
Really?
Yeah, Griego mouthpieces.
And then doing speed control, electronic speed control is a secondary business?
Well, the turntable.
Doing the
He
whole
bought that in
turntable.
2018.
No, we're talking about two different subjects.
Yeah.
We're talking two different subjects.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the guy near Philadelphia.
Phoenix engineering.
Right. Phoenix.
Partnered with him to do speed control.
Yeah. Okay. And so, what does this sell for?
$24.45 without a cartridge.
Really?
Yeah.
With the RB 250, is that?
It's a 330.
330.
Yeah.
Say that price again.
$24.45.
Oh, that's really good.
And we're using a Audio Technica BMX 745 cartridge.
So the grass it grows.
Very good. And I got one of those phono preamps to review, and I have to get the review written, but it's very good for the money. It's really
$350. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
Hard to beat at that price.
Yep, it's very good.
This is.
Okay, so Julian, you got a record weight.
Yeah, it's a clamp, not a weight.
Okay.
And basically, it's anti-resonator. So it was based on the idea of cancelling resonance.
Yes.
Yeah. So it moves. So the idea is that this goes out of phase with this one, so it cancels the vibration that peaks from outside. It makes a nice difference.
And do you know what frequency it's tuned to, or?
It's basically white broad.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should try one of these because we found that very handful in our turntables.
Yeah. Well, if you send me one, I would be happy to audition it. I can't take it with me now. I can't. You know.
No.
You want me to take it with me now? You know what I mean? And I'll send
If
it.
you want, you can take it, but it's heavy.
It is triangle art, and it is the ultimate SE, and that is Tom's tone arm on it here.
Right.
It's 450 pounds.
The tone arm? It's 450 pounds? Oh, the
450 pounds. The unit is. And extremely good sound here. We can turn it on.
I certainly like it better in a black than in the.
It has a subtle finish to it.
Yeah. All right.
And
So
we got the P200 with it here, with the preamp, with the power supply.
Okay.
We are using the RA Unlimited here, line conditioner by Tom.
Okay. And you got a Ypsilon
We got
preamp.
Cassie for a preamp here, and then we have the integrated amplifier.
Okay. So what are we listening to? The integrated amplifier, or
We are listening to the integrated amplifier with the Percassi as a deck.
Okay, that should be a good combination. And then you got these glass
Powered.
speakers from Sweden.
The Cube T, Cube T,
Yeah.
powered subwoofers, 1,000 watts.
Mr. Pants for romance is not, 'cause it's too not hot.
So, good to see you, Mr. Fremer. Here we are with our Model 1 turntable, and we're actually kind of showcasing the diversity of this table. Last year, we were really excited to launch it. We were really proud and happy to have you review it. Thank you very much.
And I gave it a good review.
Yes, you did. And this is the Model 1 in its main form of a removable arm board, a 3-point floating suspension with sub-chassis, a isolation plinth, that, of course, you know all this stuff, and included hinge dust cover. But the cool thing that we're showing today, if we go over to this...
Why do you have the anti-skating turned off? Is this a statement about anti-skating, or
no? I wouldn't say so. I think it was just. I think it's because they saw you coming down the hallway,
Right,
so someone was like, "Quick, run! Someone turn off the anti-skate." So Michael could see it.
Okay, so what else you got?
So what we have over here is, and we've actually been swapping arm boards all weekend. So right now, you're here just in time for us to swap in a 12-inch Fat Boy gimbal tone arm. So we put a $6,000 tone arm and dropped it on a. Well, if you take off the cost of the arm, a $4,000. So theoretically, you are looking at a $10,000 table. But that's not the exciting part. It's the fact that we've been swapping, and you can see them in the back, between different arms and everything. Just as far as showing that with a turntable with a removable arm board, you can really, get involved with changing
It's
it.
versatile.
Absolutely.
It gives you versatility.
And we put this arm on here in minutes because we already had the cartridge set. We already had all this set.
You just drop in.
Yeah, actually, this came right off of Harry's Model 1 in his home over in New Jersey. So, and that's the exciting part as far as what we have here today, as far as just showing how the modular nature of it all.
Okay, what's the unexciting part of the show?
The unexciting part would be that they didn't change the carpet. We thought we were going to get a better pattern, and instead we still got this, which throws off people. But then the more exciting stuff again.
It's okay.
It's pretty good. But at the end of the chain, we have the Acora loudspeakers,
yes,
which have been really phenomenal desktop-like speakers that can fill a room twice this size.
I know.
Tied together with luminous audio cables through and through, and then we've got VAC audio electronics. And actually, I'll just throw it. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but
you should.
We actually have a prototype. This was the prototype for our ADS unit that we were doing back in 2019. Unfortunately, this unit never came to market because of suppliers and whatnot that did not make it through COVID.
Right.
But in the midst of us finding speed boxes to use for the show, we figured we'd use this one. Well, frankly, we didn't have any others left.
Are you going to come out? Are you going to eventually release it?
Eventually. Not in this specific form, because again, this is a prototype that the vendors and people we were working with they just don't exist anymore.
And that's monitoring the 60 hertz?
Correct. So there's a lot more things that we're going to have to it, but we brought it mainly because, again, a Model 1 can be a little difficult because of the motor cover if you don't have a speed box. So for the sake of a show, whenever we have a Model 1, we always like to use a speed box, whatever type it is. Heck, we used an SDS one day just to make it easy.
So has this model been successful for you?
Absolutely. Last year we showed it as a prototype. Oh, not prototype. We launched it as a new product.
Yep.
And those were the production prototypes last year. This year it's been our best seller. The Model 1 and surprisingly the Signature 21 in Rosewood. Those two tables have been the big hitters.
And where is this table selling the most?
U.S. and Asia. Asia's really been liking it. Actually, Asia, they call it like they make comments about an HW19 because from a math standpoint, it is like an HW19.
So the older people see it as a nostalgia thing, but upgraded and. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'd say older. The veterans of the analog industry.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. So it's got the DNA of the company.
Absolutely,
from the beginning,
and so you have the same thing with this. So you could theoretically take this and drop this on an HW19, even if it's now this is would be a heavy duty compared to a super arm board.
It's time for those people to upgrade to a new turntable, for God's sake.
Yeah, 100%. As far as the tables we work with, the actual big system is the JBL Everest Audio Research Electronics, Nordos cable, and a proper Vanquish. We haven't had a Vanquish made like this since before COVID. So it's really exciting. And all the gear we own. So it's our JBLs and our audio research. So a big fan.
You got a bird of prey on there. What do you think of that? You like that?
No, we've been liking it. We definitely like the engineering aspect and everything of it for both how it's made, how it's working and sounding. It's been a nice. With this show, we've really been we've been showcasing the fact that we are a diverse company. Yeah. It could be our tone arm, it could be someone else's tone arm.
Yeah.
You may notice a lot of tables like there's a Graham Phantom on an event direct down the hall. Yeah. There's the wand. We've got VPI arms, other arms. We just want to show that again from a module standpoint, whether it's a Model 1 from a reasonable price standpoint or a super level table, it's all things that we can mess with and have fun with. So that's really the show.
I reviewed that arm.
Oh, nice. It's all good. I mean, I don't know if it was a specific one. I don't know how many bird of preys there are.
I think it was that one. Actually.
Oh,
it's got that special arm tube.
Yeah, you see, that's what gets me. I can't believe that woodworking. I mean,
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I don't know too much about as far as the ins and outs of it. I know enough to use it in here. Yeah. But how they get that wood and everything else is really something else. And then over here, we've got our 12-inch Fat Boy 3D arm, as well as the Fat Boy VTA and the fly base. Yeah. So, and now with the Vanquish, what's really cool with this is we've taken all of this. Not that we've taken this. This is how it was before COVID. Yeah. Then COVID happened and it just died on the vine. Yeah. And then over time it's evolved back through other shows, people coming back to life with this stuff. And so now we have taken all this stuff and put it in a separate outbound power supply. Makes it dead quiet. When it's going, it's like we don't even know it's on. We've updated coding. We've updated firmware. We have done so many updates, especially in the past year. And a lot of it, I'm mentioning a lot about Ben Tsai, my brother-in-law, but he has been the apprentice of Mike Bettinger, Jan Kulik, Pascal Pervin, Paul Tesney, all these guys that have worked for us, all the engineers. And I didn't realize how much he absorbed. And thank goodness, because it's good to have someone in their 30s who can program, engineer, and do this stuff.
It's good to have people in their 30s generally.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, thank you. I think I've got enough absorbed here.
Yeah, and actually the one new thing which I would say, which be and again with all your research stuff.
Slow down. You move too fast. You got to make the morning last.
That's right. So now with the stand, Now,
Yes.
we're not really in the stand business. Actually, this happened because we did have a show once where the guy with the stand didn't show up.
Yes.
And we had a very expensive system that, and thank goodness Massive Audio actually had bailed us out that time.
Yes.
But we ended up doing this more so for our own interest, but since then, people who like the aesthetic, it works. And even though it's very robust and everything, it's very easy
You're
to
going to go
swap
bust,
it
did
out.
you say?
Well,
oh, you're robust.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Robust.
300 pounds.
Yeah.
Robust.
But like, you notice how we have this empty shelf? That's
Yes.
because we had an extra unit we thought we were going to need. We didn't need it. Now, we didn't take the time to unset up the
Yes.
table. But
Okay, I think I have enough. Slow down. I have
Absolutely.
enough. Okay, thank you.
You got it, Mr.